Gotcha.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another Monster Hunter World news update. This is where we're going to be covering all the information that is relevant for the future, and maybe a little bit of leaks, maybe a little bit of fun, some speculation, why not? We love to speculate on things. Let's get started with the news for the PC. So, not too long ago, you guys received the Defender weapons. Now you've got the Guardian armor, and you've got the Defender weapons. So, if you were thinking about purchasing Monster Hunter World, the base game for PC, now would be a terrific time to do that because it's very cheap to kind of like build the most powerful weapon in the base game. I think that's the case for a lot of the weapon classes. I don't know if it's the case for all the weapon classes, but those Defender weapons, they're really strong. They're basically the meta weapons in the base game. So you can jump in, grab your Guardian armor, grab your Defender weapon, and then just kind of rush through the campaign. And, you know, I've got videos that talk about what you should work on after you're done with the story, and if you're preparing for Iceborne. So you probably want to focus a lot on that because Iceborne is releasing on January 9th. So we're just about a week away, maybe slightly more than a week away. We're very close. When it releases, you're going to be able to play the new Iceborne story right away if you finish the story for the base game, okay? So get that, knock that out, get that out of the way. Of course, if you want to have the nice layered armors, you're probably going to want to pre-order Iceborne. The other thing you can consider is ordering the deluxe edition of Iceborne. That's like an extra $10, but you do get the sexy, shiny Silver Knight layered armor, and I believe you get some things for your room as well. I'm kind of lazy, I don't play in my room quite as much. Maybe you do, I don't know. Since we're talking about the PC, we might as well also talk about the roadmap for the title updates, aka the DLC, aka the free content you get when Capcom supports the game after it's launched. If you guys have been following the releases on the consoles, none of this should be a surprise to you. If you have not, you probably want to skip ahead for a minute or two because there might be some spoilers, and of course, whoever's editing this video should not show any pictures of the actual monsters you'll be receiving in the future. So, spoiler mode activated. Right after the game launches, you guys are going to get the Holiday Joy Fest. This is the Chinese festival. You get the oolong armor set, you get the nice scarf, you get the buff body armor set, you get the penguin mask armor set. You're going to have an opportunity to kind of farm for decorations with the new Elder Melder rerolls. Well, it's not an Elder Melder reroll. Basically, there's these things called like, they're Elder Melder decoration tickets. And you take these over to the Elder Melder and you trade for decorations. So you can do this with the Steamworks, you can do it with the VIP tickets. There's, it's a nice little bonus way to get more decorations. So you get that during the Chinese festival, and I think that's mostly it. You get the snowmen too, that's a lot of fun. That's coming for you guys mid-February. Also, you're going to be getting the Reijang update in early February. So Reijang, you know him from the older games. Stygian Zinogre's also showing up, but he's showing up in early March. So early February, Reijang, early March, Stygian Zinogre. And of course, with Stygian Zinogre comes Safi-Jiiva. On the consoles, we got Stygian Zinogre first, and like a week or two went by. Actually, I don't remember how much time it was. Was it a week? Maybe it was 2 weeks. I think it was 2 weeks, right? Well, anyways, right after Stygian Zinogre, we got Safi-Jiiva. And Safi-Jiiva brought with him a new armor set and a bunch of weapons, and the weapons ended up kind of replacing all of the old meta from Iceborne, right? It hardly feels like we even played with those weapons. They're already worn out. But yeah, so all the Safi-Jiiva weapons are going to pop in, and they're going to be OP! So you're going to want to farm him up when he arrives in March on the PC. So that's mostly everything we have for PC news. Why don't we move on to talking about console news? Oh my god, are you guys ready for console news? There's so much news. Is there actually though? I don't know if there actually is. Alright, so first of all, Safi-Jiiva is leaving on the 5th of January. That's right, he's rotating content similar to the Kulve Taroth Siege, which means if you don't have the Dracolite that you need, you better get out there and farm some freaking Dracolite. Don't forget to break all his body parts so that you're getting more Dracolite. Head, tail, arms, forelegs, wings, back, tummy, glowing chest. The chest only takes damage when he's in his critical state in stage 3, so you better all focus on it in stage 3. If you're not focusing on it, what are you doing with your life? Number 2, the Grand Appreciation Festival. This is the 2nd anniversary festival, and it goes into effect on January the 23rd. So roughly a month from now, maybe a little less than a month. You've got time to get ready There's going to be a lot of cool stuff here. It's kind of like space themed, so I'm very excited for that. We're going to get more weapons. Maybe we'll figure out what's going on with like the Trugebolg, and I think there was another weapon. Isn't there another weapon? The Witcher weapons, I think. Maybe we'll be figuring out what's going on with those. I'm very excited for that. I hope you guys are too. What do you guys think of the festival we just had, the Joy Festival? I thought it was a pretty big success. You know, these are always just a little extra fun thing that you get to do, but they added quite a lot of substantial, maybe game-changing mechanics, right? So like the Elder Melder rolls for the decorations, that was kind of a big deal. The buff body armor set is actually not bad. The scarf is one of the best looking pieces, most anime looking pieces of armor we have in the game, which means of course everyone's going to want a layered armor version of it, and we'll probably get it because we have in the past gotten layered armors of the armor sets that we get from the festival. So there's I would say a very good chance for that. Yeah, I would say so. So I thought that the Joy Festival was a pretty good success. It's nice that we got it because I feel like we were on kind of like a dry spell for new festival content, and we finally got it. And now like a month later, we're jumping right into the Grand Appreciation Festival, which that's going to be fun. And then a month down the road, Capcom releases Elytrion, right? I'm just kidding, we don't actually know that, so I'm just joking around. Finally, for the PlayStation, the last bit of news is that all 3 parts of the Horizon Zero Dawn collaboration are available right now. Go out there and get all of the exclusive armor and the exclusive weapons before it's gone and it kills you because you're like, I want to unlock these, but maybe only one of them's available at a time. So if you don't do it now, you're going to be sad. And now, time to move on to the best part of the news update. It's time for leaks and speculation. Ooh. So apparently, in December 6th, a Japanese source, I don't know whom, posted a list of what we were going to be getting for Safi-Jiiva. He actually knew Safi-Jiiva's name somehow. He knew the Japanese version of Safi-Jiiva's name, and he knew that we would be getting awakened weapons. Well, he also had revealed back then a number of other things that we would be getting. He said that we're not going to be getting arch-tempered monsters in the future. He said there is Fatalis in Iceborne. He said no Crimson, no White Fatalis. He said there is Elytrion in Iceborne, which is interesting because somebody contacted me in one of my live streams and said, by the way, did you know there were music files for Elytrion? So I find that interesting. He said there's no Acantor in Iceborne. Did I say the name right? And he said there will be another huge collaboration, perhaps like the one we got with Final Fantasy. He also mentions geology in the Guiding Lands is not going to be fixed. Okay, those are all leaks. I don't know if any of them are true. If you found them interesting, great. I assume everything is false and only believe a thing when Capcom reveals it on their website or in an announcement. Which, by the way, it's very easy to look that stuff up. Capcom has a website, guys. Go bookmark it. Alright, and that's going to be the end of my news update for Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Did you appreciate the news? I'm going to do a shout out for Fan Perspective. He's been gathering the news for a little while. He's really good at it, actually. So if you enjoyed this video, you should thank him too in the comment sections. Now that we're done giving him a little shout out, why don't we wrap things up? I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.